you doing? Okay, so there we go. We got that fired up. Now, taking a look at what went on with Nara this week. I had kind of a shit week, and that shit week was largely because I managed to break two of my monitors. My desk broke. It just like randomly broke in the middle of the day for no good reason. And my monitor that was up on it, and it was a huge 55-inch HD TV that I was using as a monitor. It collapsed and we had all kinds of problems, and it landed on the other monitor, which was not in the best of shape anyway. So that monitor was dead, and the HD TV was dead, and I did manage to preserve my screen tablet, so I'm going to choose to be happy because my screen tablet's fine. And yeah, so I managed to dig up another television out of the closet in the back room, and I did get to continue work on Nara, and I got my time in on Nara mostly, with the exception of it was either Monday or Tuesday that it was Tuesday, because it was Patch Tuesday. It's Patch Tuesday, and a new update had been downloaded for Windows 11. And I said, sure, go ahead and restart now. And I had not saved my work in Clip Studio Paint. So I lost like 3 hours of work because I just went, fuck it, may as well get it out of the way. And yeah, so that was not fun. I just lost 3 hours of work and had to do it over again. So so I didn't really get a full 12 hours in this week. I only got 9 in, but this is 9 hours of work on the character and 12 hours of work actually sitting there staring at it and whatnot. But yeah, that's an issue. And if you look at the second time lapse that I did for Nara, you'll notice that if you watch the first time lapse, the line art at the end is different because I lost that initial line art that I did. But I have managed to finish Nara, and I tried a new approach to the shading that I want to talk about a little. Now, see, what I've been doing for the last year and a half, which is weird to say, but for the last year and a half, what I have been doing is I have been doing the quote-unquote cheat method of shading, which is instead of really selecting a color, what you do is you take the color of your flat color and you use it on a multiply layer. But there is no content on my shading layer here. You can see as I turn it on and off, nothing changes in the image. And the reason nothing changes in the image is because all of the shading is in these individual layers here, where I leveraged, first of all, hue shifting, so that when I did my shading, I moved my shade a little bit more to the cool side, away from the color that I was going to do the light in, to put that into the appropriate location. So when you kind of look at this, when you look in at the shading that I've done here, you can see that I've used different colors. You can see that I've used a slightly more reddish color moving up here on the skin to try and simulate subsurface scattering, which is something that I've been working on trying to understand and emulate more. I had a comment on a video earlier that said I'm not putting enough effort into my hands. I know I'm not putting enough effort into my hands. I'm also not putting enough effort into my feet. And the reason I'm not putting much effort into those is that, number one, they're very difficult and they take a very long time to get right. And number two, they're just not that critical to the type of the stuff that I'm trying to do right now, which mostly revolves around actually finishing pieces. So I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I definitely need to blow my nose. Hold on a minute. Okay, so there we go. Now, what we want to look at here is we want to go, have we made definite steps in the quality of the piece since last week? And, well, we have. I don't know if they're great steps, but I don't have, for example, I don't have crap hanging around outside of the line art the way I did last week. There's not this sloppy fake fishnet. There's not just like outright blank spots in the coloring. It's what the hell is this thing on the hand? There's so much stuff wrong with the piece I did last week. I just didn't put any time into it over the course of the week. So obviously I've made steps from that. Have I gotten closer to the kind of work that I'm looking to do that's in the realm of Sonozaki Mion from Higurashi no Naku Koro ni? And I think if you look at the way that the shading is done, I think I am kind of closer. Obviously, the drapery and the wrinkles and that sort of stuff, that isn't as well done as I would like, but I feel like I have gotten somewhat closer. So, so I feel like that's an absolute win, just like going all through. I'm also really proud of the work that I did on this collar. I think that reads really well. I like the kind of sloppily tied tie. And I just generally, I think a lot of stuff on this piece has been improved. So I'm reasonably pleased with it, and I feel like it's made dramatic strides. So I'm going to go ahead and be happy with that, and we're going to move on to the next character in the group, which is Ichigo. Now, Ichigo is actually the first person you'll see right here as we go through. As we went through the character design series, we kind of started with Shizuku and Chio and Fumiko and Haruka. But we also did Aya and Yumi up at the beginning of things, and those went up on my DeviantArt. But Ichigo kind of got skipped. And now that we've gotten down past Nara, it's time to go back to Ichigo and start concerning ourselves with that. Now, obviously, the first place that you go with a twin tail, and you can see that we've got the basic notes here. She's a twin tail, she's got pink hair, she's the playground boss, she's got a B cup, and she doesn't really care one way or the other about it. She doesn't promote it, she doesn't try to conceal it, anything like that. It's just kind of there and she doesn't care. And the first place you go whenever you're thinking about a twin tail is obviously Tosaka Rin. This is where you go when you think about a twin tail. But the place that I immediately start thinking when I'm thinking about a twin tail, I mean, this is obviously the iconic twin tail character. I always think of Nico from Love Live, little Nico Ni girl. I like this kind of formation more for the what the hell? Everything is just not working well at all here. But this is kind of this shape to the twin tails. This is the sort of thing that I'm looking for. I think I may want something more ornate than these ruffles here. But these also aren't bad, so I might do something kind of like that. And I like the kind of very simple sort of bangs that she's got going on. And she's also got a semi-hime cut, which is sort of what I want Ichigo to have. Is not quite a full-blown hime cut, but something similar to that. And I just really like Nico's hairstyle. Now, what I do like about Rin is the legs and the thigh highs, but I also think that they should be a little bit more ornate. Now, the personality reference for Ichigo has always been Nanjo Kasara from Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Because, I mean, look at her. This chick has got attitude. She's got all the attitude. So we just want to take this and we want to throw some twin tails on it. But we also want to change how she's dressed. And one of the ways that I want to change that, if we take, I got this other picture from Love Live here, where you've got Nico in her kind of basic black dress, but we've also got, what's her name? I don't remember her name, but we got the redhead over here in her little like skimpy dress, and we got the kind of leather catsuit thing going on over here, and I like the hat, but the hat would get in the way of the twin tails too much. So what I'm thinking about is something along the lines of this pose here. This is Chica or Chico, I think her name is. I think it's Chica. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen Love Live. I just haven't watched it in forever. But I kind of want this sort of pose, but I want it to have attitude, like real attitude, because we're talking about somebody with Nanjo Kasara's personality. So another good attitude character is Mito from Shokugeki no Soma. And in particular, I really like this kind of boob window thing she's got going on with the tied off shirt in the middle there. I think that's a really good look. And what I want to go for here is I want to go for this bare midriff thing, and I want to have the tied off shirt, and I really like the kind of open collar thing, because you're like, one of my favorite things about the work I did last week was the whole open collar thing where it's all flopping open and sort of disheveled. I really liked the look of that. I thought that worked out really well. So I want to kind of maintain that sort of thing where I can do another thing where I like the way that it looks. And I really did enjoy doing that. So I want to do something kind of like that here with the open collar. I don't think I want her to have a choker. I don't want that in there. Well, maybe. Maybe something a little bit more feminine there. Like, what about if I do like the bow tie? Something silly. Like, what if I do kind of what if right here in this space he has like a little bow tie on a choker? That's got some personality to it. I like it. I like that idea. So, we're going to think in those terms. And let's see. If we take Mito's picture, let's kind of scale it down. Let's make her head about the same size as Rin's. And then we'll do saving recovery information. And we'll move layer, we'll move that over here, and we'll just go, okay, so we're going to put that right there. We're going to kind of establish this sort of look here. And then we want Nico's Nico's hairstyle on that. So if we take Nico, right, crop on top of that, and then we there. make her head about the right size. Top of it. Drag up. Chin is in about the right place. We put that, so if we do something kind of like this, let's do a little more surgery on this. Sorry about that. I think I got to the volume control in time. All right, so let's because we've got that, let's switch to black. Black erases, right? So hello on here. Or is it white? Huh. What? Why isn't it working? Oh, that's because I've got it on transparent, isn't it? There we go. So let's gonna go around her face there. And we'll sort of pull that out. All right. So, yeah, let's... Okay. So we've got her face where it belongs, right there, and then we've got let's do a similar sort of thing here with Mito, and pull out her arms there. This will give us a weird kind of hybrid idea of what it is that we're building. And so let's go on top of this, and we'll wait, no, we don't want a vector. Let's put a raster layer on top of it. We'll grab that skin color, and we'll go, okay, I want the midriff to come down a little bit more here. It was just me trying something different. Never done this kind of thing before, so let's see how well it works out. And we'll grab the white there. Don't really want it to be white. So let's think in terms of back out. Now that's some idea of what we're looking at here, but there's an additional thing, which is these stockings right here. I want to have some more elaborate stockings, but the best picture I could find of what I was looking for is a little bit risque. Echidayo. So I had to do a little bit of creative censorship on this. So what we're looking at here is I want to do a kind of sheer black stockings, but I want right here on this in this area, I want to have these kind of ruffles at the top of the stockings. They should actually be down lower. I want to have these kind of ruffles on the stockings right here. And I want those to be attached to a garter belt. But I do want, you know what? I think I want to keep this this single leg thing going. So this leg would be there. And then this one over here would be bare a little farther down. And then it would have a I think something in a raspberry. Something about like that. You shift over to brighter saturate. Want to do the saturated raspberry just for the band, and then we'll do ruffle. And then the shoes would actually boots. So leg like so. And that's kind of the outfit that I'm looking for there. Now what I need to do is I need to, first of all, it's the skin. Fix that skin. Here's the sleeves. Very boring arms. Kind of. About the wipe out additional hair here. And that will give us pretty good reference on what I'm looking at here, with the exception that, of course, Ichigo has a very sort of cotton hair. Now kind of roughed in, kind of look that we want. This is basically the kind of character that I'm looking at building. She's a little bit tall, a little bit stretched out, but this is kind of the look that I'm going for. Not sure what I want on this. You know what? It makes no sense. This to have long sleeves. It should have short sleeves. So, really want bare arms. Short sleeve there. There. And she would probably wear some kind of accessory. And we did want to do the a kind of choker here. Choker would have a bow tie on. What color do we want to tie? I don't want it to match. I do want kind of these would match that same raspberry color we got going on. We got the raspberry and white and black, and then these brown boots. Darker. So that's sort of the image that I'm looking for on this. Except obviously we want a somewhat more aggressive look to her. So we'll tilt the chin down a bit and sharpen it somewhat. And maybe we put this sports bra underneath the shirt. Just the edge of it down there at the bottom. So something like that. Tummy button there. We'll get that in there, about like that. Okay. So, all right. I got some notion what the outfit looks like now. So if I come over here to the sketch layer, and I just sort of go, okay, here's the general look and feel. I think to shuffle all this stuff out of the way. And I think I really need the Love Live bit there. So flare and Kasara from that. Drag these guys over here. Got them sitting over there, and we'll drag these stockings bit down here. Drag that far. We just need to be able to get to the look at the stockings, and we'll keep Kasara over there in the middle. Yeah, that's kind of idea of what we're looking for. So all I have to do at this point is lift my chair back up. It's a shit, the gas cylinder went out on it. But what I need to do at this point is I need to start thinking about the pose. Because this pose over here that we've got to start with, this there. This pose is boring as hell. So we don't want to do that pose. We want to do a slightly different pose. This is just kind of the rough end of what we want to do in terms of the outfit. So let's see. Let's begin with I don't think we want the blue sports bra. Maybe we want. I think we want something different. But regardless, let's start working on a sketch. Let's give ourselves a shoulder line and hip line. Drag a guide down here and go, that's the top of our head, that's the bottom of our feet. Let's go right in between those, right about here. That is going to be about where our crotch level needs to be. So let's take this sketch, move it upward, right about here. So she's going to have this leg with her weight on it right here. Bottom. So there's the bottom of the feet. Our boots on. Those boots here, and we buy here. Okay, these shoes are way too big. Let's shrink them down a bit. And calf. Got our weight on this one. And then this one, you kind of cock to the side like so. That's not her. That's too that's that is not how Ichigo would comport herself. She would be more arm would be out to the side, her hand would be here on her hip. This hand here is up running through her hair. I think I've done a similar previously. bust line. Really kind of leaning back and cocked to the side. Kind of a stretch upward. We got kind of this pose going on here. Come farther. Come out. Put a there. Okay, so doesn't look right. Crotch is supposed to be up here. Place. Crotch up around here. Up on the edge, higher up. Take that form. Take it further up. Shrink it a bit. So that's about right. And now legs here and go upward. I think it's about the right enter. Points the toe a little bit more. Leg comes a little bit farther forward. Let's move the construction. This will come here. There, downward a little. She's got her head turned to the side. Coquettish expression. This is largely shortened. Bust line. This is about where the designer shirt is. Up here. Collar. Other side of the collar. Pink. Want leg to kind of back about like so. Got a smooth curve right here, rolling down the front. Then I kind of this. There's how are we doing in terms of that? So okay, those are about the right length, funnily enough. This needs to be farther up. Let's look over to our vector eraser. Vector brush. That in this here. And there. That doesn't look right. I'm going to have to look into that a bit. I think that actually needs to come a little farther up. I think that go all the way up here. Something about like that, maybe even a little bit higher. Thing maybe bring this out here. Then here, wrist, and we've got the palm. And the back of the hand is coming. You got kind of this shape going there, that kind of thing. Then here we've got the waistband of the skirt. Skirt comes down, around back here, up around the back. Then down here, right about this area here, we're going to have the ruffled top. Stocking. Those will come down farther, and then we'll have the boots. While over here, we're just going to have the boot. They're going to need to be right about the same length right there. She'll have the boots there. And okay, I've got kind of a feel for this now, so let's jump over to our flat color. And having jumped over to our flat color, let's first of all start with palette. We want these boots to be kind of a dark brown. We want a black skirt. I think that'll work. So we'll get white for the blouse. We want to save that raspberry. Save this cotton hair. I'm not entirely sure on the skin color. I've already got a skin color for Ichigo, and if I jump in here, I can. If I jump in here, I can sample it. I can close that and then go, here's goes skin tone. All right. Now I got Ichigo's skin tone, and let's see. We're going to use white for the ruffles because those are going to coordinate with that. We're going to do we're going to do black stockings, black skirt, and I don't know what we're going to do about I don't know what we're going to do about the sports bra. But let's begin by putting in our black skirt here. Actually, that's the wrong thing to start with. Let's start the skin tone. That skin tone all over them. And I have a lot of exposed skin. End up here, running through the hair, face, neck, shoulders, space. Rough in this space here. Rough in that stocking. And ruffle here. Here. And we need the blouse. Okay, we need the boots. Now the just the tip of her hair accessory there. There's just coming over her shoulder here. There's behind her shoulder here. Or do we want it going top of her shoulder? So, I think we want it going on top of it, right there. Nah, I think it's behind the shoulder. I think behind the shoulder better. And now there's just the question of that sports bra and what color we want it to be. So, huh. I don't know. The blue's fine. Let's stick with the blue. And I have once again put all of this on the palette layer. Instead of on the flat color layer where it belongs. So, over here we grab the lasso and we just, yep, around there. And then we cut and paste, drag down there, and merge into our flat color. Oh, can't merge down. Flat color is because the flat color was hidden. Okay, so there we go. All right, now we've got our palette up here, and we've got our flat color over here, and that gets us. That gets us about where we need to be to start thinking about. Okay. Take down the construction and the liner. I take down the sketch. Construction's looking pretty good. Now I need to get line art in on this. So, well, we're closing up on an hour anyway. I should probably do that. Off stream. And hey, I forgot to remind you guys to do the little YouTube dance to the like, comment, and subscribe and all of that shit. But you should definitely do that. That's important. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to get some more work done on this, and I'm going to keep this whole thing going with the whole like 2 hours a day thing for the rest of the week. And yeah, that's basically that. So okay, bye.